Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing, Cynthia?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good. So 2020 is winding up. We're almost done with this wonderful, intense year.
And I have my Christmas. So do y'all want to see them? Look, this is gonna be my
PJs?
like, yeah.
So we are in, yeah, we got that. And I have Christmassy something too, but you can't see it. But here.
I'm wrapping Christmas presents for my mother. Poinsettias.
I have poinsettias. So yeah, we're all I've been baking Christmas cookies and we're all just doing Christmassy things today. And and whatever you celebrate, I mean, some people celebrate, there's Kwanzaa, there's Hanukkah, there's solstice, there's
nothing.
There's nothing. There's a million holidays that people can celebrate.
And Friendsmas.
Festivus.
I don't know what that is. I was just coming up. You know how they said Friendsgiving?
Friendsgiving.
And then Friendsmas.
There's Festivus for the rest of us. I don't know. That's a Seinfeld recipe. That's a Seinfeld reference. So we are actually talking about just like this year, which I think we're all aware that 2020 was really eventful. Lots of crazy stuff happened. We were all stuck inside for a while.
We have a couple more weeks.
It's like, oh my God, we made it.
Still have a couple more weeks.
Yes.
See, how many more days do we have till the New Year's?
We are just going to do a tapping on forgiveness of the year, forgiveness of each other, because also there was a lot of stuff going on where people had different opinions. And we're not going to rehash all the opinions because I think we all know what those different opinions were. But there can be, some people are seeing their family, or even if they're not, or their friends, or people on Facebook, or whoever it is you're angry at, or politicians. We're just going to tap about 2020. Because a lot happened this year. Even though so much happened this year.
So much happened this year.
So much that I did not expect.
So much that I did not expect in a million years.
So much that I didn't plan for.
So much I did not plan for.
So much that I did not like.
So much of it that I did not like at all.
So much that I don't even know how I got through.
So much that I don't even know how I got through it.
Like my whole year went crazy.
Like my whole year just went bonkers.
It's funny because it's true.
It's funny because it's true, and we need to release this, and that's why we're laughing.
Like it was so difficult.
Like it was so difficult, and it was like an episode from the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, but I made the best of it. I mean, I tried to make the best of it. I did the very best I could do with what I had.
I did the very best I could do with what I had.
And I love and accept myself.
And I love and accept myself.
And I choose to forgive.
And I choose to forgive.
2020.
2020.
I choose to forgive all the politicians.
I choose to forgive all of the politicians.
And all the people screaming.
And all the people screaming.
Demanding.
trying to
Fighting.
prove that they're and fighting and trying to prove that they're right.
Trying to prove they're right.
Trying to prove that they're right.
Even when I really didn't even need to know their opinion.
Even when I never needed to know their opinion.
Even when I agree with them on certain things.
Even when I agree with them on certain things.
I still choose to forgive them.
I still choose to forgive them.
Maybe they just needed to let it out and be heard.
Maybe they just needed to let it out and be heard.
These were extraordinary times.
These were extraordinary times.
2020.
2020.
One for the record books.
One for the record books. And now I can't say nobody can believe me because everybody can believe me because we were all in it together.
And we were all in it together. We all were in it together.
So we can't say nobody would believe it because everybody would believe it because everybody was in it.
Yeah, it's not like one of those crazy things only you and one other person saw. Like, yes.
We're in this Twilight Zone episode together.
We're in it
All of us.
together. Even if we don't want to see it that way.
Even if we don't want to see it that way.
And I forgive.
And I forgive.
All of the plans I had.
All of the plans I had.
Some of which couldn't happen.
Some of which couldn't happen.
For reasons out of my control.
For reasons out of my control.
Because I couldn't leave my house.
Because I couldn't leave my house.
Because I couldn't make any money.
Because I couldn't make any money. And the bills just kept coming.
Stopped. Nothing stopped.
The bills just kept coming.
The bills just kept on coming.
And the money did not.
And the money did not. And so here we are.
Here we are for tapping on forgiveness.
Forgiveness for ourselves and others.
For ourselves and others. And for not being
For
where we want to be.
Yeah, for all the things we wanted to do, we couldn't do.
For all the things that we wanted to do, we couldn't do.
And sometimes having that tunnel vision, not even remembering that there's so many reasons out of our control.
Having that tunnel vision and realizing that there were so many reasons that we did not have control. That was a long one.
That was long, but I don't know how else to say. Like, how do you say, like, well, because did you ever have that where you're just like down on yourself? Like, you know, it's like, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And then like you realize, oh yeah, there was a pandemic.
I never feel like that. I don't know what you're talking about.
There was a pandemic.
What happened? I don't know what you're talking about. But today we're choosing to forgive ourselves, forgive the universe, to forgive anyone and everything that made us feel not enough in 2020. That's what we're asking for forgiveness for.
Yeah. And giving forgiveness.
And definitely giving forgiveness.
And feeling gratitude also.
And feeling gratitude for everything that we have right now.
And just for surviving. Like, I'm happy I'm alive, you know? And I didn't, yeah, because some people aren't alive right now.
That we have a community.
Yeah.
That we have a community, whether it be via FaceTime or Zoom, or just being able to talk to someone on the phone. We still
Our
have
people in Facebook who've been following and YouTube who've been really supporting us too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we
And
can connect online like we couldn't back in the day when we were children.
yeah, yeah. Imagine if this was 20 years ago. Man, oh man.
Crazier.
It would be harder, much harder. Ooh. Well, how are you feeling, Cynthia?
I'm feeling better. I definitely felt a couple of shifts that I didn't realize. Maybe it was because I hadn't tapped this morning yet. So, but yeah, I felt a couple of shifts because I do feel like I need some clearing. I mean, I still, even though I'm tapping and doing EFT a lot, I still have some resentment that I need to clear up, underlying
Yeah.
resentment that it's not as apparent or not as obvious sometimes.
Well, I think this is an interesting time because usually about this time we're making our, resolutions and our plans for 2021. And we have a lot of plans and things that we're doing and projects. But a lot of things are still completely out of our control in general. So we can empathize with the whole issue of everything that happened in 2021. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're doing our best and we're all here together experiencing it.
Yeah, that's the good news is it's like whenever I talk to anybody on the phone, whether it's the VA or, people on the other end of customer service from whatever company I'm calling about or whatever, everybody is being so extra compassionate and empathetic, you can hear it in their voices.
Absolutely.
So
Well, I feel really good and I'm really appreciative and grateful for you and thankful. And we have a lot going on. We have a podcast, Synchronicity Sisters, that's coming in 2021. And we have or for early 2021 in January. We have our YouTube channels that you can like and subscribe to. We have our
our
group on
Facebook
Facebook.
group, and we have some more projects coming up, some programs and
Yeah.
stuff that we're working on that are pretty much, ready, but we will be shooting for like February. We want to do the podcast first. So we're working on that.
Well, thank you. And this is, and I mean, and for anyone who has done a lot of really great stuff in 2021, I'm proud of you and I see you. And, or sorry, in 2020 and 2021, we're just I really truly believe that I do believe it's going to be, may not be, perfect, but I do believe it's going to be a much better year. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, and what is perfect anyway? So,
Yeah.
It's
It's
going to
what you
be
make of
it's
it.
going to be an adventure, and
Yes.
I'm going to be there for the ride, and I'm not going to miss out on anything. That's for sure. So, and we don't want you guys to either. And until the next video, which we'll probably be making a couple more videos the next time Phaki and I get together. We're also going to have a tap along, and we're going to do a New Year's Eve kind of dance thing. I don't know if it's going to be actually on New Year's Eve, but it's going to be in that time frame where we'll have like a little dance party and a tap along.
Awesome.
So anyways,
Yes.
Look out for that. And until next time, everyone, just keep tapping.
Just keep tapping. Bye.